Hello, my beautiful and talented people. Today we're asking the question, how attractive are you? Thank you so much for everybody who has been so kind. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. It all means a lot. And thank you to everybody who's been booking readings with me. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 more as soon as I hit 2,000 subscribers. So just be subscribed and comment. Now we're going to move on to the beautiful and talented pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. How attractive are you? How attractive is pile number 1? How attractive is pile number 1? How attractive is pile number 1? Being free. Should I take this one? No. Very hummy today, I suppose. So, the 3 of Wands, the Page of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 2 of Wands. So, you do have a few wands here, so you might be a fire sign for some of you. But with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like that's a very strong feeling people get from you, because that's almost like they see you as somebody that either they're very lucky to have in their life. Yeah, I'm getting for a lot of you it's lucky to have in your life, or they may feel like, you know, you're meant to be in their life. It could also mean that you're attracting in soul family, and so a lot of this feeling is real. You know, with the 3 of Wands, you're willing to put in, well, you actually got the 2 of Wands and the 3 of Wands. So I think I should read these together. With the 2 of Wands, you know, you're willing to take the decision to move forward so that you can like bring in benefits for yourself. You're willing to like, you're willing to make decisions towards action. So, and you're also willing to be patient for things to pay off. With the Page of Cups, is it that you're really caring? I'm getting actually like kind of young energy on this one. That I'm getting kind of fun. I think people enjoy, you know, I'm going to go with silliness, which is usually not what I get from this card, but I'm getting it today, so I will ask for a little bit more clarity, though. So, the Page of Cups, please clarify. You're very patient. Like, I think that, you know, on some level, you can seem silly. On another level, it's like you are putting in the work. You're planting the seeds. You're taking the first step, and you're willing to wait for things to pay off. Like, it's almost like you know that things are going to pay off. So you make that decision. And you're willing to wait for the payoff. So it's like there's an amount of certainty that you're able to see that other people maybe don't see yet. Also, are you artistic? Okay, some of you're definitely artistic. So, but you're putting in you're willing to put the work in now, even though you know you may not see a reward for a while. But it's like you're sure that a reward is coming. Please clarify the 3 of Wands. Yeah. It's like you may even seem a little bit silly, but you're putting in like consistent hard work for something that's off in the distance. 2 of Wands, please. Yeah. So, like, you make the decision and, like, you follow what you care about. Like, I see that you will follow your heart and you will take action on it. You will make a decision to go forward with it. Wheel of Fortune, please. So it's like you're really, it's like you see that there is something ahead of you, and you're holding on to that dream like with everything in you. So I think in some ways, like, you know, you're attractive because you're really goal oriented, and you're really willing to see the long term. Yeah, really willing to see the long term. And you can seem silly, but this whole time you're just working towards your end game. You're like, what's my plan? Like, I'll do all the actions, I'll put in the work. So I think that I mean, sometimes this can be holding on a little bit too hard, so you may have to worry about that because you don't want to cut off the flow of things, but you're a dreamer that puts in hard work. So I will tell you that you are definitely attracting in your dreams and desires. So what is meant for you. Ace of Pentacles. So it's like you're starting something that is going to last the test of time, or can last the test of time. With the Page of Wands. Are you somebody who's younger? For some of you, I mean, I'm sure it's not everybody, but for some of you, you're a little bit younger, and but you're really, or in some ways, you may be a beginner at what you're doing. But you're willing to take forward that wand. You're willing to, you know, you're willing to start with something that you're emotionally that is important to you. You're willing to plant the seed and put in the work. So you invest, but you're not resting. Yeah, you're not resting. You are just building. So I don't know if there's something specifically you're building. I think that a lot of this pile are artists. Yeah. With the Sun, I mean, the Sun is a very attractive card, so like, but I'm getting that you just have a really clear image. Like, you're very clear on what you want. So I know that this might have been a physical attraction meeting, but like your drive is attractive, definitely. And you know, I think the joy in what you do is definitely attractive. Yeah. So if you want to know how attractive are you, you are attracting victory and clarity and something that's strong, that lasts the test of time. So if you're wondering if your dreams are going to manifest for you, and I think some of you are, I believe that they are. Yeah, you have made really strong strides. You've made decisions and you've followed up with those decisions. So you are very attractive, and especially attractive of victory. Like you're bringing in winning. So congratulations. So with the pie, I think, and with the Page of Cups, this is somebody who's, you know, kind of emotionally indulging a little bit. I think there's something that brings you a lot of joy and comfort, and I think that joy and comfort, maybe that's why you're so willing to like consistently put in the work. Yeah, because you've got a lot of passion for what you want and what you intend to do. Yeah, and if you're wondering if things are going to, transition into something greater, yes, they absolutely are. Are you going to bring in victory? Yes, you absolutely are. Yeah, I just like it's like you're confident in your goals, and you can see it before. Oh, I should say you can see it before anybody else can. So if you're wondering of this is a pile for somebody who's found their path. Yeah. So this is with the Three of Swords. So I mean, did you find this because of heartbreak? Like, I think that you dealt with heartbreak and you've had to start over. And you're like, I might be starting from the beginning. I might be just starting over, but I plant the seeds. I make the movement forward. I put the work in. I'm getting out happiness, and I'm getting out what I'm meant to get out of life. So yes, you took what was heartache and, manufactured something that was valuable. Like nobody made you, diminished you, you made yourself better. With this attachment, I think that you have an attachment to a dream. Like, I don't think it's a person. I think that it is a dream, an objective. You're going to get it as long as you keep doing what you're doing. And just remember that, part of this is because you're finally allowing yourself to do something that you really love. And that every twist and turn along the way only, made your heart stronger. It made you more, internally beautiful. And it's like you found your playfulness, your joy. Yeah, definitely found your joy. But success. I already beginning that can bring success. I think that you're letting yourself live in your joy. You're also, I'm getting, you're willing to start over again, and you're also willing to not take yourself too seriously. So you're somebody, it's like you're following what is going on in your heart. You're definitely, holding on to that because you can feel that this is what you're meant to do. It's like you're really following your internal compass, which I'm very proud of you, because you knew you needed to take a step forward, and you did. And you know that the payoff is coming, and you're putting in the work to get that payoff. So I'm very impressed with you as a human being. And, you're you're actually gonna get a lot of success through your playfulness. I don't know if this is maybe you're making a career of a hobby. Oh, you might be. You might be making a career of a hobby. You might be making a career of something that just brought you joy before. But I think that you're sticking to it, and you're moving on emotionally. So you were really fun. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you. If for any reason you want a free reading, I'm doing 2 as soon as I receive 2,000 subscribers. So just be subscribed and comment. And I want to say thank you to everybody who's liking, sharing, and booking readings with me. It really matters a lot. And now we're going to move on to pile number 2. Hello, my beautiful and talented pile number 2. How attractive are you? How attractive are you? How attractive are you? All right, I have, I just turned over both the Lovers and the Four of Wands. So, I think, people want to marry you. Like, you're like, yes, I would like a relationship that would last the test of time with them. They, people see you as, I'm getting marriage material. With the Three of Cups, they see you as somebody who's fun, who's good to celebrate with. They see you as somebody who, do you need to make decisions, or you just will make, it's like you will make decisions to move forward. Please clarify the Two of Wands, please. Are they of 2 minds? But you also have 2, 2, 2. Now, this is, of course, 4, but it's 2 figures. Like, people want to be lucky enough for you to, like, show up and be in their life, because they're like, yep, that's the one. Please clarify the Two of Wands. Ooh. Is this you or is this them? Okay, like, people want you to choose them. Want you to, and, like, maybe hold on a little bit too hard. So, yeah, I'm not getting holding back, like, they're, like, people are, like, attached. Yeah, so, like, maybe you have to make some clear boundaries. Yeah, occasionally you have to make some clear boundaries, because you, like, off the bat sometimes give off, like, yeah, perfect, the perfect person that I would want to be with. And people, want you to choose them, but, like, think that if they just hold on hard enough, that you will. Not really understanding that, you both have to be in it. Yeah. People see you as very generous and kind. They see you as somebody who, brings a lot of value to a relationship. They see you as somebody who reciprocates. With the Page of Cups. So I think that you tell people, you're very caring with your words. I mean, I mean, they may not even always be eloquent, but they're caring. You're always coming from, like, a place of communicating that you care. So, and maybe that's why people are like, yes, I want that person in my life, because I'm just getting like a lot of intense attraction from people. The Fool. All right. I think that you are willing to take risks. Yeah, you're willing to take risks. You're willing to, make a decision without necessarily knowing all of the facts, just so that, knowing that at some point you just need to take action. I think that you are a risk taker. Is this a risk taker in love? No, I think that you're just somebody who is willing to take the step. You're willing to be brave. Let's get another. So, how attractive are you? The Hermit. Okay. Do you kind of keep to yourself? I'm getting that you do spend time being introspective. Yeah. You do go in and you figure out whether something is good for you, instead of letting other people dictate that to you. Yeah. So I do see you as somebody who, yeah, you're thoughtful and you're willing to examine about, whether you're willing to do that extra level of examination. Yeah. So people see you as somebody who's wise, who does that extra level of examination, that may keep a little bit, yeah. And I think that it's not necessarily, it could be introversion, but I think most likely it's just because people want your time so much that you're like, you are trying to, protect it, But people want to give you valuable offers, something that will last the test of time. They also want to tell you that they care. But both of these are speech, and I think I'm getting from you that speech is important, but actions are more important. Yeah. So with the Hierophant, I mean, how marriage, commitment, the Lovers, I think people are kind of sideswiped by how they react to you emotionally, because people want to be your friends, people want to be your lover, people want to marry you, people, feel like this spiritual connection to you, wouldn't probably want to I'm getting people just want to have you in their life forever. And with the Queen of Cups, like I said, you have, you go out of your way to be kind. Like with the kind words before, you make it known that they matter. Yeah, that they matter. That other people matter. And sometimes people have a really intense response to this. I feel like I should get some of the Crow deck. Two of Swords. Is that they I feel like people want you to make a decision, but it's partially, and maybe they see you conflicted on that, but I think that's partially projection on their part. You don't, I mean, sure, if you're actually dating somebody, you should be all in, I mean, as long as they're not giving you red flags for you to leave. But But you don't actually have to speed up and make these decisions. It's just people want to be in your life so much. Yeah. So the Two of Swords, like somebody, I feel like there's a few people who just want you, like really want to hold on to you, want you to make a decision, really want you to make a decision. They may see you as somebody who's conflicted and unable to make a decision. But I see you as largely trying to just protect your space. So with the Six of Pentacles again, like I think people, want to give things to you as well as like they're like, no, I can be the relationship that you need. So I think that partially why people are so attracted to you is because you are being your authentic self. I do think it's funny because I have a clock that kind of got in the back. So, like, people feel, like they wonder if divine timing's involved. Like they're so excited. I think that sometimes you even come into people's lives at the right time that they're, looking for somebody awesome, and you're awesome. So people get pretty overwhelmed by you is what I'm seeing. Don't panic, and for some reason it got attached to my Wonder Woman. Like I think like people see you as a Wonder Woman. They see you as somebody who's, a Wonder Woman or, some type of superhero, because I know that you're not all women. But like maybe they see that this level of confidence, they see that you don't panic. But I think that also you're intimidating to people. So like when they see, when they see you being this level of awesome, they're like, don't panic, Well, you have a lot of connections. A lot of connections in this one. So the Door is about transition. And it's like, and this is about, working together in an attachment. So like people want to work together in an attachment. They also want to like transition the attachment. So like you may have a lot of friends who are trying to get a chance. Yeah, I think like people are pretty overwhelming. Find, whatever you're doing, people see you as, their person, a dream come true, somebody they can marry, somebody who's beautiful and, kind and really, emotionally intelligent. Yeah, and it's so with this, do people, is this about people wanting to like people want to take steps towards you? Looks like this fell out too. Like people see, because you went and did a lot of work. You took steps forward. You were like, yeah, only stuff that's equal, that is equal give and take. And you're like, otherwise I'm just going to like enjoy my life. And you're like, I'm getting that, you value, the, like these words, but you're like, until something becomes, equal value. Yeah, I don't need to make a decision on it, and I don't need to be attached, so, I mean, and I'm getting, like, really beautiful. Like, you're pretty overwhelming for the people around you, actually. But if for any reason you do run a reading, I do them, and you just need to send me an email. The information's in the description. If you want a free reading, I'm doing 2 more as soon as I hit 2,000 subscribers. So just be subscribed and comment, and you're in the running. Also, just thank you to everybody who's been liking, sharing, booking with me. It really matters. And now we're going to move on to the beautiful and talented pile number 3. Hello, pile number 3. How attractive are you? How attractive are you? How attractive is pile number 3? How attractive is pile number 3? How attractive? Ooh, interesting. So I have a strength card. So that's definitely there's Leo vibes in there. It is also generally, I mean, someone who's very physically attractive. People, you know, are likely to have a lot of passion in regards to you, but you're also somebody that is internally a very strong person. So with the King of Wands, so you are somebody who is not afraid to take action, is not afraid to take risks, is like creative, inspired. You're being very active, moving forward in what you want, very passionate. So I get a lot of passion in this pile. With the 3 of Pentacles, I still see that even with all that fiery energy, that you do get you get along well with others. You work well together with people. I've got the 9 of Swords. Are you anxious? Do you make other people anxious? Okay. Like, you've got such a strong personality that sometimes you make people a little bit anxious. People, it's almost like people are afraid that they can't match your energy. Like, that you are somebody who's just raw force of nature, that you are somebody who's incredibly physically desirable, plus you have an extra quality that's just really sexy on top of it. But I think sometimes people like, how do I even approach you? So 9 of Swords, please. Yeah. Like, because people do see you as somebody who is a winner, but they also, I know that this isn't the best way of going about it, but like, they see you as like an amazing prize. Now, obviously you're a human being and not a prize. But like, people, like, to some extent, there's just some people who see, like, being with you would be like winning. Yeah, and with the Page of Cups, people want to tell you that they care. Are you somebody, like, I feel like they want to give you offers of affection. Like, I feel that you're mostly, doing what you do, living your life, being your fabulous self. And people are stumbling over their words and, trying to, tell you that they like you. Yeah, like, there's some level of longing. Like, people, like, I think that you have people in your life who maybe have not, like, have been intimidated. Yeah, and, like, they see you as, like, you're my distant future, but maybe neglected to tell you. Which, is very productive. But they're like, someday my chance will come. Yeah, people are afraid. People are afraid that, like, that there's some level of competition, that they're not, like, well, of course everybody wants you. So, I think in some ways it, like, over and over again, it's like they're scared. And even when they come in with something small, it's just because not because they necessarily just want to give you something small. They want to, I'm getting a lot of intimidated, like, because you're a force of nature, because you are somebody who's really themselves, and you have so much fire. Not necessarily all of you, but like people have a lot of physical desire towards you, but it's not just physical. Like, people see you as somebody that, that they could love. But it's like people psych themselves out. I'm getting like out of my league. Yeah. Which, is unhelpful for both of you. But yeah, people, you might also be like a little bit, you might be a little bit of a fire. Yeah, you're definitely a fiery personality, but like, I think, for at least some of you, you really like, you might like debating, you might like really like finding, something that brings a lot of, like, you may be also a competitive person. You're like, I'm just going to get better. Yeah. And with the strength card, especially the strength in the lovers, like, people have super strong emotions for you. And I think you have strong emotions about a lot of things. And you're certainly willing to stand up for what matters to you. Yeah, you definitely really. It's interesting that these two came out together. Now, the first, because you got the 10 of Swords and then the Ace of Swords. So, did you have a bit? It's like the Ace of Swords is also victory. Like, when you don't stay down. Like, you may fall down. People might mistreat you. You're like, that's okay. It will be part of my victory. Yeah. You have a very impressive energy, and I do feel like warmer, like you got a lot of, intensity about you, but good for you. With the Hermit, is this because you've done a lot of internal work? Is this because people are in their head about you? Because I feel like, are you currently, okay. I get for some of you, you're currently being a little bit more introspective than usual. You're looking at things, and perhaps you are looking at something that did not work out in the past. But you're bringing in like fast action. Like you take action. You're like, I'll figure out what the problem is. What am I diagnosing? I'll take action on it. And I am going to, achieve victory. Like, whew. So, and I'm going to see if I can get something else on the 10 of Swords. But because it's not like you don't hurt. It's just you don't stay down. You're like, well, it hurt, but I'm way too strong. There's no keeping me down. It's very impressive energy. Yeah, King of Wands again. You're like, that's okay. I'm just going to, I'm just going to win. it's like you won't you will like take the time to figure out, you know, maybe how can I do it better this time, but then you're like, action. Your energy is getting me a little bit giddy. I really enjoy it. Yeah, I think that there was definitely, you know, there was something that, I don't know if this was recent or, because I don't think it was recent for all of you. I think that at some point there was somebody who like really betrayed your trust. But I'm not feeling like it's really fresh here. Maybe it is for some of you. But you're you just cut that out. You just cut that or and them out probably, yeah. So with this, were they really cold towards you? Yeah, I think this person was really cold towards you, but they're like, thank you, next. I'm only putting in, I'm only allowing applications for situations that treat me, you know, lovingly, and I'm way too strong to deal with this. Yeah, when I say that people are very, very physically attracted to you, people are very, very physically attracted to you. Like, they are, you know, it's like people feel like you have the key to their heart. I mean, but ultimately you also have the key to your heart. You're like, but you're very passionate. People feel a lot of passion for you, you know. People like to give a lot of communication and try to take action because they really hope that in the long run it's going to pay off. I mean, and they're maybe a little bit afraid that they have to, you know, compete with other sources, but you're like, well, I am just, you know, I'm sexy, you know, I'm at the top of my game, I'm doing whatever I need to do. I still work together well with people, and people, you know, are intimidated, but like they want to shyly come in with an offer because I think that they are afraid that, you know, that they may not have this victory with you, but they really want it. But I think that you're also, I think you're more in touch with spirit than you used to be. Like you're, I think that it's not that you were always really introspective, but I think that you have become more introspective, and then you really are starting to get more in touch with like divine inspiration, which is one of the things that probably makes you so intense. So with so like people feel a really strong attachment with you. They really want something with you to last the test of time. Yeah, they want to have a loving connection with you. And yeah, people are really impressed with you. With Don't Panic and the Street and the Strength card, they see you as somebody who, it doesn't matter what happens, you're on it, you're taking care of it, you like ultra competent. Yeah, ultra competent. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you. If for any reason you want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 as soon as I hit 2,000 subscribers. So you just have to be subscribed and leave a comment. Otherwise, I just want to say thank you so much. And especially to everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, and booking with me. It really matters a lot. All right, and we're moving on to pile number 4. Hello, my beautiful pile number 4. How attractive are you? How attractive are you? 7 of Pentacles. How attractive are you? How attractive are you? Ooh. People like people feel like they want to plant seeds with you. Probably figuratively, in a few ways, because you are somebody who is very steady, will last the test of time, is somebody who's very nurturing, very kind, somebody that you would want to have a long-term commitment. They also see you as somebody that is very witty, very smart, willing to set boundaries, willing to, cut things off if they're not right. And they see you as somebody who has a really beautiful heart, who is very beautiful, very emotionally mature. Like they see you as it's like you have a heart of gold, while at the same time being super practical and, knowing when you need to cut your loss, knowing that, I think at some point you've understood that, you can do more good, if occasionally you cut out, people that, really truly don't want to be helped, like, it's like you're going to like give everything to the people in your life, but cut out the people who are only going to take. So people see you as extraordinarily impressive. Like, you have 3 queens. That's hard to come out, especially in the first 4 cards I draw. And with you also are somebody who probably is investing in something greater. Like, you are definitely not afraid of hard work. But yeah, you're impressive. I say as I pull out the world. Like, who are you? You, like, whatever you've been doing, whatever you've been, investing your time and energy in, you're really kind of culminating as a human being. Not saying that there isn't, like, you're leveling up. You've learned, old lessons, so you never have to relearn, you've got patterns, and that you are, anything that hasn't been healthy, you're like, I will cut off, my own unhealthy patterns, and maybe I'll be kind to the inner child inside, but let the pattern go. With the King of Cups, is this you, or, is this somebody coming in? Okay, I think that for some of you, this is you. Like, you're also, like, you're balancing your feminine and masculine, and maybe you do hold back a little bit, like, you're still very emotionally intelligent, but maybe you're not as expressive as you once were. But that being said, you're still somebody who's, very impressive. Like, whatever, if you had past things that kept on bugging you, they're gone. You took care of it. You did what you needed to do by being super impressive. Yeah. And the star. All right, like, this whole one seems to be a pat on the back from the universe for you, saying, yes, you're going to succeed. You actually already have succeeded. You're going to get, like, new beginnings that you can really trust and believe in, because right now you really, truly demand honesty and nothing but honesty, and you're going to get that integrity. You know, like you've already got the healing. Like man, you are somebody who's like, whatever life lessons that you're supposed to learn, you're like, got it. And Spirit is very impressed with you. It's like you've done a lot of healing. You're bringing in a lot of, you know, hope. There's so much success here. So if you know, haven't seen it yet, but I think because some of you are still waiting for that payoff, but you're already in the payoff. You're as in, like, maybe you haven't manifested that $1 million yet, but you're the person that is going to bring it forward. You put in, like, the seeds to get it going, and quite frankly, right now you are really in alignment with Spirit. So whatever you're doing, was the right thing to do. Page of Wands. So are you going off on a new adventure? It's, yeah, there's something that you're passionate about, and you know, it's new to you, but you are just so intense, and maybe because the Queen of Wands didn't come out, and she was the only queen that didn't. Like, maybe up until now you were, you know, super impressive, but like you're only starting to follow your passions. Yeah. You're only starting to follow your passions and take that leap of faith. And it's like it's the last puzzle piece. So you have absolutely up-leveled, and you're going to up-level again. Yeah, you will. King of Swords. Yeah, so is this you? Is this somebody else? Like, I get for a lot of you that, you know, you have balanced your feminine and masculine aspects, you know, a lot. For others of you, like, you might have a divine counterpart, like somebody coming in, but a lot of you, this is just being entirely impressive on your own. Like, and it doesn't mean that you won't attract in love. Of course, you're going to attract in love. You're pretty much going to attract in anything you want. But but developing your passions is something that, like, you're going to be okay no matter what. But if you want to level up again, following your passions is the way to go. So I think that, so the Five of Pentacles came out. So maybe you were dealing with money problems. Maybe you were dealing with some kind of internal lack. Okay, some of you were dealing with some kind of internal lack. But you're like, however low I went, that's as high as I'm going up. Like, you're, like, the pendulum is swinging, and, like, if you were too poor to eat, you're going to have more money than you can spend in your lifetime. Like, if you know, were treated like horribly unfairly, you're going to be building something, and I think some of you really were treated very unfairly. The upside is you're going to build something that lasts the test of time, where you do get that familial love and joy. Like, yeah, because no matter what you've lived through, and to get to this level, you don't get to this level just by everything being easy. You don't. You know, you can do some spiritual development without you know, pain, but a lot of it comes from it. So you really have just taking charge of yourself, your life. You're put in the work to move forward. You're flipping your fortune completely. Yeah. You've just taken the leap of faith away from this lack, whatever it is, whether it's emotional, whether it's physical, whether it's spiritual, and you're off. You're going. You're taking what you need to do. Yeah, I've got, you're going through a transition, and you've already, you're already killing it. And I think that you've definitely come to a place where you don't panic. Where you're just, you're just crazy manifesting right now. Because you're willing to, work to be the best version of yourself. You're also really, truly being a genuine version of yourself, just like the elevated version of yourself. Like, you've gone inside, you've done the work. You're like, I succeeded, and you did. And you're actually gonna, all this work really paid off. You're gonna level up at least one more time, because I think that you have taken the leap of faith on what's something that you're really passionate and excited about, and it's going to really help. With this, is this because you got both King and Queen of Swords? Are you a little bit more cold-hearted now? Are you a little bit more cool? Is it that I think that some of you were treated to really cold-hearted behavior by people. It's like when you were in need, sometimes other people were not there, and somehow made it about your value rather than the circumstances. But they were very, very, very wrong, and who knows, maybe they'll come back and say, oh, I believed in you this whole time, and some of you will, and they will be lying. Because you very much were the person who put in the energy, became the really extraordinary person that you are, did your healing, listened to the universe, had your new beginning, cut off everybody that, was no longer good for you. Really balanced yourself out on a, pretty extraordinary emotional level. Took that leap of faith, are manifesting the heck out of wealth. Some of you, it could be family. Yeah, some of you it's family. But whatever you want, because you did all the work. And, the only thing I could give you is just maybe lean in a little bit more towards your desires. But if somebody tries to tell, it's not that you, and along this way, a lot of people did not give you that help. You had to do it by yourself. So you are your hero. So you're bringing in, you are attracting almost pretty much anything that you want, because you're basically a super attractor. You've just, done so much work. So I'm very impressed with you. If you do want a free reading, I'm doing 2. As soon as I hit 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to give those away to somebody who subscribed and comments. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who's liking, sharing, subscribing, and booking readings with me. It really makes a huge difference. Thank you again.